What did they do? Because I keep seeing these images all over the place of children holding up teddy bears dressed up in the weird leather stuff. What did they do?
Yeah, so they released a Toy Stories campaign that featured a bunch of young children who were holding BDSM teddy bears. So the teddy bears, as you mentioned, look a little strange because they have bondage on them, which is, of course, a sexual fetish that typically consenting adults would choose to practice. And we, of course, see children holding them. And, you know, the mountain goes much, much deeper because there are more things that have been uncovered, you know, with certain little Easter eggs being put in these photos that just makes it really, really disgusting stuff. But, you know, we could agree with the left. Everyone could agree. There was a general consensus among the public that exposing children to sexual content or exploiting them and putting them in that position where they were advertising sexual content was wrong. Now, all of a sudden, it's controversial, I guess.
Okay, what Easter eggs?
So there was another photo shoot by the same photographer that featured there was just a little copy of a Supreme Court ruling on child porn. And, you know, the deeper you go into one of the Balenciaga main designers, if you go through her Instagram page, she has a bunch of, they call it art, right? It's art. Paintings of young children laying on the ground with their organs spilling out onto the grass. I mean, it gets really, really deep with this, Jesse. This is a really, really disgusting, disturbing group. Hollywood, the fashion industry, they're doing really, really gross things behind the scenes. And unfortunately, they like to just kind of throw in these little Easter eggs and clues to the public, thinking that it's this cute little joke that no one will find out about. And the more you uncover it, the more you realize there's some really, really sick things going on right underneath our noses.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to ask an opinion, I guess, on this. How deep do we think this rabbit hole goes? And I ask this because if 10 years ago you told me that the elites of society are a bunch of pedophiles that regularly prey on children in the most despicable ways, and they do so in private, and this is a rampant thing, I would have rolled my eyes at you and said, oh, come on, be serious. Take the tinfoil off your head. Now it's looking like that might be the case. How deep do we think this rabbit hole goes?
Well, I mean, Jesse, I think you have to look no further than the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, right? I mean, Ghislaine Maxwell was actually sentenced for a crime, for sex trafficking of young children. We still don't know. We have not been able to see who all of these clients were that Jeffrey Epstein was bringing onto this island. So these are things, as you pointed out, that people called conspiracy theory. There was no merit to it. Those are just, you know, those cases were dismissed, what have you. That's not true. Now we actually have it on record that these types of things have been happening for a very, very long time. But unfortunately, we know that if you are in that position of power, even if people, you know, go down for these crimes, you may not find out what the actual crimes were and who were committing those crimes, because you still have people who will cover for you. So I think it goes very deep. I think you can also look no further than Kim Kardashian, who apparently is willing to sell her soul to the devil, quite literally, I would say, when she announced that she would just be reassessing and reevaluating whether or not she wanted to be a spokesperson for Balenciaga. Reevaluating. She's not sure yet if she wants to continue that as a mother.
Subscribe to the First TV today for instant access to exclusive specials and content you actually want to watch. Your support helps the First TV fuel the fight against those seeking to destroy our right to free speech. Simply visit thefirsttv.com/support to join the fight today.